What is up, Jamily? This is JamiroFan 2000 here. We got another episode of JamiroFan Talks About, where I take a discussionary look at the past, present, and future of JamiroQuai and all their music making of the past, now going on 29 years of the JamiroQuai music, the discography, and the band. This episode is going to be a bit of an update from a previous while back episode of JamiroFan Talks About, where I talk about song listings. And what I mean by song listing is, I'll give you a little bit of context. Back in 2016, and for the people who have been watching my channel know this story, but back in late 2016, when I was just going through some of the online music copyright repertories, and if you don't know what those are, basically by law, most music recordings have to be reported online and in paper whenever new music is submitted to either a record label or to a publisher. So all the information is publicly available on a myriad of repertory music copyright sites all around the world, and all the major industrialized countries do have online repertories that consumers or artists or anybody can look up any information on any published works by any artist or songwriters individually. Well, back to the 2016 point. In 2016, I originally discovered on the ASCAP, which is basically the American music copyright repertoire online search engine repertory. I had discovered what would turn out to be the track list for JamiroQuai's, of course, 2017 album Automaton. Well, in mid-2018, I did the same search and found and reported here on the JamiroQuai Minute 5 to 6 new provisional JamiroQuai songs that could be JamiroQuai songs, but did have notations of songwriting by J.K. and Matt Johnson principally. Now, this JamiroFan Talks About is an update to that original story. As of recently, as of March of 2019, I did some more additional searching on more of these music copyright repertories from around the world, and I did make a discovery. It appears that that one song out of the 5 songs that I originally reported, a song called Crazy Life, it appears that Crazy Life has been making more notations on other music copyright repertory sites around the world. And now, originally, these 5 to 6 songs I originally had fallen on the UK, which is known as BMI, the German music copyright search engine, otherwise known as GEMA, and the Australian music copyright search engine known as APRA, or APRA.US. Well, it appears that Crazy Life, just the song Crazy Life, not the other before mentioned songs like How It Should Be, or Don't Have to Prove It, or Confusion, those other songs of those 5 to 6 songs, they did correlate on other repertories within the confines of European music copyright repertories. Well, the one song, Crazy Life, kind of stood out of those 5 songs that I had discovered in mid-2018, simply because it was the only song that had notations of songwriting credits from other band members other than just J.K. and Matt. Crazy Life had songwriting credits from Derek, Rob, Paul, and of course Sola. And I did take a little bit of a break looking on these repertories for Crazy Life, but as of recently, as of March, as I said, Crazy Life has popped up on the Spanish music copyright repertory known as SGAE, and just recently popped up on the Canadian music copyright repertory, otherwise known as CMRRA. And most of these search engines for music copyright are under acronyms. So this is very interesting that Crazy Life would just recently pop up on a few more music search engine repertories for music copyright. And please bear in mind, as I did a horrible job doing it originally on my original video talking about these song discoveries back in 2018, this is all purely my speculation. These listings don't give credence or evidence to this being potential JamiroQuai material. This could end up being just cutting room floor material that never gets recorded or never used. But with Crazy Life correlating on all of these music repertories around the world does raise the question, could this be new 9th album material? Just the song Crazy Life. The other songs, they could probably be fragments that got used in other future JamiroQuai material or songs or music. But Crazy Life is kind of standing out to me right now, given that it has been notated on a UK, German, Australian, and now Canadian and Spanish music copyright repertory repertory sites. Now, you can search on these repertory sites for yourself. You just got to remember the name of the songwriter, and you can also search for song titles. Some of these repertories, I will put, if you want to do searching in your own time to find songs and do a little bit of digging into some of the compositions that JamiroQuai have written in the past that ended up becoming songs, and some that didn't become songs, I'll sure to put links to the predominant music copyright repertories in the UK, Germany, Australia, and now Canada and Spain down in the description of this video down below. So be sure to search for it, and be sure to if you want to look for JamiroQuai, you can search JamiroQuai and look at the A through Z of all the JamiroQuai material that has been written and recorded. And some of it, like I said, most of these notations, some of these songs may look very unfamiliar. They bear in mind that that material could have been used in future material and didn't come out the way it was intended. So, but Crazy Life is now correlating on multiple worldwide music copyright repertory sites. So be sure to check out all those repertories down below, and be sure to search for JamiroQuai or search for the proponent, some band members of JamiroQuai that are known for both the song credits. That would be Matt Johnson and JK, otherwise known as Jason K. So be sure to search last name and then first name, because on European search music copyright repertories, they don't do first name, last name. It's always last name, then first name. But I just thought I'd do an update on this story, and I know it's a bit of a polarizing, speculative kind of story, but given these new discoveries that I made on the Canadian and Spanish music copyright online search repertories, I thought for transparency's sake I'd do a little bit of an update about this, because this could be something, this could, and as I prefaced at the beginning of this video as a disclaimer, this is purely my speculation. This is not a confirmation of this being new JamiroQuai material or solo material or what have you. I'm basically just reporting what I've come across and what I think this could be. And if Crazy Life turns out to be a new single from JamiroQuai, thumbs up. But you know, I just thought I recorded JamiroFan Talks About to flesh out this new update upon this repertory, this music copyright repertory story that I talked about back in 2018, given the newest discoveries. But I do plan on doing more JamiroFan Talks About episodes very soon. I'm probably gonna do a 3-part looking at every year of the Automaton tour in greater detail. So expect that series to be here on the channel in the distant future. But I hope you enjoyed this JamiroFan Talks About. Be sure to check out those repertory sites and do your own searches in your own time, and take a look back at the amazing music that JamiroQuai has written, in this case in a music copyright repertory sense. It's very, very interesting to go in there and look at stuff, because you can make some pretty interesting discoveries for yourself. JamiroQuai didn't only write album and single material, they've actually even written music for TV shows. And there are several TV shows in the past that they have written music for, including some daytime news channels. So very interesting discoveries you can find in your time in those repertories. So be sure to check those out down below. And be sure to stop by the JamiroQuai subreddit for all the latest news and activities as they happen. And we all know that JamiroQuai will be back on tour on November 2nd at the BIMNet Festival in Bilbao, Spain. So expect all the usual coverage on the JamiroQuai subreddit around that time, and of course a companion video recapping that whole gig thereafter. And we do have that rumor of a potential additional fall tour date in Armenia on October 5th. So once I get an official confirmation from the band, because it is still unconfirmed, once I get a confirmation about that tour date, I'll be sure to pass it here on the JamiroQuai Minute and all JamiroQuai related videos here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel, and I'll give a confirmation over on the JamiroQuai subreddit. And as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to keep your notifications active on YouTube on all the latest content coming from the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. Thank you again, everybody, for this continued support of all my content here on YouTube, and I'll see you again really soon with another JamiroFan Talks About, more JamiroQuai Minute episodes, and all the JamiroQuai related videos here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. Bye-bye, everybody.